Landon, first of all, Specialist of the Week, an honor as a redshirt freshman. You were booming it out there. Was there anything different? Do you feel good before the game?
Just honestly, I just went out there and just actually my warm up was probably the worst I'd ever had. Just wasn't feeling anything. Just went back to the locker room, got my mind right, got stretched again. Just let everything happen. Just doing what Coach Coop said. Just letting everything go.
Do you have any idea when you walk onto a field that it's going to be a good night or bad night? Any indication where you go, think I'm going to do well today?
I could tell my actually first punt once I got onto the field. Just as soon as I hit it, I was like, man, it's gonna be a good night for us. I really feel like something good is gonna happen for the team tonight.
All right, Joey, tell us about Jarvion Franklin, their big running back, having to stop him. He's a pretty good one. Tell us about going up against him.
He's a good player, big guy, tough to take down. We worked a lot in practice, gang tackling, because it was going to take a lot more than just one guy to get him down. He had only about 80 yards a couple games before, so I mean he was ready. So.
And they seem to be bent on establishing that run early because they hadn't run it well early yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that was one of their biggest problems was their losses, that they didn't establish a run game at all. So I think they're pretty adamant on doing that.
Joey, now that you guys have seen or played 3 games against these, two against the FBS teams, what have you guys learned so far?
I think we've learned a lot about ourselves. I think we've learned that no matter what, nothing's going to go our way. At some point, something bad's going to happen, and it's just how we're going to fight back.
Is the level of play at that level much faster than say at the FCS level, or what's the difference?
For me, I would say I think if you ask our whole team, the difference isn't about the size or the physicality. It's about the depth. I mean, when you go from 60 scholarships to 80 scholarships, and just the resources they have, with more money, having a bigger school and more scholarships, I think that's just what comes into play. It's not necessarily size and speed and strength.
Landon, were there any was there any wind or any weather conditions that helped you with the punting there on Saturday?
Actually, before the game, it was pretty windy, but I got rather lucky once kickoff started. Just everything, wind kind of calmed down. Just really just helped me. So.
This is that iron leg guy.
It was a great performance, Joey. This season so far, the linebackers, everybody has come up with a big game. Jonathan's had a big game. You've had a big game. Toby's had a big game. Jalen's had a big game. Are the linebackers? Are you guys drinking something?
I think what it is, it starts in the film room. We're always in there. It's all, our preparation has been great. Coach Coop's been doing real well to get us prepared, and I mean we study film all the time, and it plays a huge part. It's very underestimated, but when you can anticipate what's coming, it helps.
Right. Hey, and you and Carson have been more than consistent. I mean, he missed a long field goal, but he had the distance and it just was a little wide. What have you guys been working on, and how important is that going into OVC play this weekend?
Honestly, just during practice, our big things, especially with special teams, is consistency. Just so during practice, whether they're doing their O&D, like their special individual stuff, me and Carson just on the sideline, just consistent, just working on our kicks, working on our punch, just especially kicking. It's a big consistency, a lot of muscle memory. Just all the reps you can get is the best.
Well, you guys starting to feel really comfortable this weekend with Family Weekend. I know last year Racers lost to Tennessee Tech at Tech. Any sort of thoughts on maybe payback, with them coming to town?
I wouldn't say necessarily payback. I think we just look at it as another game, especially it's start of OVC conference. Right now we're 0-0, so I think we're just real excited to start conference play. And I mean, it doesn't matter who our opponent is, we're going to prepare the same way.
With this being the first conference game, is there a greater sense of urgency perhaps this week?
I mean, we're always kind of preparing the same way. Whether it doesn't matter what team it is. but since it is OVC, I mean, you can feel the energy when you walk in the building.
And about back-to-back long road trips, now you do get to play at home. Is there kind of a comfort that comes with playing at home in front of the home crowd?
Oh, absolutely. It's nice. It's nice when you get to dress in your own locker room. You get to come. You don't have to stay in a hotel. You get to come to the stadium where you always do business. You're familiar with this place. So,
what do you know about Tennessee Tech so far? What have you seen?
We haven't seen anything yet. Today will be the intro. So.
All right. Atlanta, just talk about, I know you're from the area a little bit more. Tell us about playing in front of the home crowd.
It's a complete different atmosphere, especially from a kicking perspective where, I mean, kickers are kickers, so no matter where we go, you always get called out as soon as you step off the bus. And it's just nice being here, just knowing that there's really no hostility. Just kind of, you go out there, do your thing. You got your friends, your family from back home just around to cheer you on, and it really helps.
Got a long day Saturday. How did you spend the day going to game time? Because there's a lot of time to kill. What do you guys do during the downtime?
Honestly, we had breakfast, had our time to just relax, get our stretches in, just kind of get our mind right for the game. And we left a few hours for the game, just everybody's locked in and focused and just ready for the task at hand.
Yeah, we just had our breakfast, eat, just a couple tips and reminders to go over in the hotel, and nothing too crazy because I mean all the hard mental work is done early in the week, and so now it's just getting your mind right for game day.